Who is she?
She is my teacher.
Who is she?
She is my teacher.
Where is he from?
He is from Canada.
Where is he from?
He is from Canada.
What is your name?
My name is John.
What is your name?
My name is John.
Why is it important?
Because it helps us learn.
Why is it important?
Because it helps us learn.
How are they?
They are fine.
How are they?
They are fine.
Where are we now?
We are in the library.
Where are we now?
We are in the library.
Who am I?
You are my best friend.
Who am I?
You are my best friend.
When is the meeting?
It is at 3 p.m.
When is the meeting?
It is at 3 p.m.
Why are you sad?
Because I lost my phone.
Why are you sad?
Because I lost my phone.
What are we learning?
We are learning English.
What are we learning?
We are learning English.
Was it easy?
Yes, it was easy.
Was it easy?
Yes, it was easy.
Were you at the party?
Yes, I was.
Were you at the party?
Yes, I was.
Where was the dog?
It was in the garden.
Where was the dog?
It was in the garden.
How was your trip?
It was amazing.
How was your trip?
It was amazing.
Why was she crying?
She was watching a sad movie.
Why was she crying?
She was watching a sad movie.
Who was with you?
They were my friends.
Who was with you?
They were my friends.
Were they on time?
Yes, they were.
Were they on time?
Yes, they were.
Was he late?
No, he was early.
Was he late?
No, he was early.
Where were we?
We were in the office.
Where were we?
We were in the office.
What was the reason?
He was sick.
What was the reason?
He was sick.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, I am okay.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am not joking.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am not joking.
Is she your sister?
Yes, she is.
Is she your sister?
Yes, she is.
Were we wrong?
No, we were right.
Were we wrong?
No, we were right.
Why are you here?
I am here to help.
Why are you here?
I am here to help.
What are you reading?
I am reading a novel.
What are you reading?
I am reading a novel.
How is your dog?
It is playful.
How is your dog?
It is playful.
Was he there?
Yes, he was.
Was he there?
Yes, he was.
Are we late?
No, we are early.
Are we late?
No, we are early.
Who are your friends?
They are my classmates.
Who are your friends?
They are my classmates.
When were they home?
They were home at 6 p.m.
When were they home?
They were home at 6 p.m.
Who am I?
You are a student.
Who am I?
You are a student.
What are you doing?
I am studying English.
What are you doing?
I am studying English.
Where are they?
They are at the park.
Where are they?
They are at the park.
When is he free?
He is free in the evening.
When is he free?
He is free in the evening.
Why is she tired?
She is tired because she worked hard.
Why is she tired?
She is tired because she worked hard.
How are we doing?
We are doing great.
How are we doing?
We are doing great.
Who was he?
He was my teacher.
Who was he?
He was my teacher.
What was it?
It was a gift.
What was it?
It was a gift.
Where were they?
They were at the station.
Where were they?
They were at the station.
When were you born?
I was born in July.
When were you born?
I was born in July.
Why was it broken?
It was broken by accident.
Why was it broken?
It was broken by accident.
How was the food?
It was delicious.
How was the food?
It was delicious.
Who are they?
They are my neighbors.
Who are they?
They are my neighbors.
What is it?
It is a pencil.
What is it?
It is a pencil.
Where is she?
She is in the kitchen.
Where is she?
She is in the kitchen.
When is the class?
The class is at 10 a.m.
When is the class?
The class is at 10 a.m.
Why are we late?
We are late because of traffic.
Why are we late?
We are late because of traffic.
How is he now?
He is better now.
How is he now?
He is better now.
Who is he?
He is my uncle.
Who is he?
He is my uncle.
What are they doing?
They are watching TV.
What are they doing?
They are watching TV.
Where are you?
I am at school.
Where are you?
I am at school.
When was the party?
It was last night.
When was the party?
It was last night.
Why were you crying?
Because I was sad.
Why were you crying?
Because I was sad.
How were they?
They were excited.
How were they?
They were excited.
Who were we with?
We were with our friends.
Who were we with?
We were with our friends.
What was she doing?
She was cooking dinner.
What was she doing?
She was cooking dinner.
Where was he yesterday?
He was at work.
Where was he yesterday?
He was at work.
When were we late?
We were late in the morning.
When were we late?
We were late in the morning.
Why was I upset?
I was upset because I lost my wallet.
Why was I upset?
I was upset because I lost my wallet.
How was your exam?
It was difficult.
How was your exam?
It was difficult.
Who is your teacher?
She is Miss Brown.
Who is your teacher?
She is Miss Brown.
What is your hobby?
My hobby is reading.
What is your hobby?
My hobby is reading.
Where is your house?
It is near the park.
Where is your house?
It is near the park.
When is lunch?
Lunch is at noon.
When is lunch?
Lunch is at noon.
Why are you smiling?
Because I am happy.
Why are you smiling?
Because I am happy.
How are your parents?
They are well.
How are your parents?
They are well.
Who was your friend?
He was Tom.
Who was your friend?
He was Tom.
What was that sound?
It was thunder.
What was that sound?
It was thunder.
Where were you last week?
I was in Paris.
Where were you last week?
I was in Paris.
When was the test?
It was on Monday.
When was the test?
It was on Monday.
Why were they angry?
They were angry because of the delay.
Why were they angry?
They were angry because of the delay.
How was the weather?
It was sunny.
How was the weather?
It was sunny.
Who is calling?
It is my mom.
Who is calling?
It is my mom.
What is on the table?
There is a book on the table.
What is on the table?
There is a book on the table.
Where are my keys?
They are on the desk.
Where are my keys?
They are on the desk.
When is your birthday?
It is in May.
When is your birthday?
It is in May.
Why are they laughing?
Because the joke was funny.
Why are they laughing?
Because the joke was funny.
How is the project?
It is going well.
How is the project?
It is going well.
Who was that?
That was my cousin.
Who was that?
That was my cousin.
What was your score?
It was 90.
What was your score?
It was 90.
Where was she born?
She was born in London.
Where was she born?
She was born in London.
When was it ready?
It was ready at 5 p.m.
When was it ready?
It was ready at 5 p.m.
Why was he nervous?
Because of the interview.
Why was he nervous?
Because of the interview.
How was your flight?
It was comfortable.
How was your flight?
It was comfortable.
Who are you waiting for?
I am waiting for my friend.
Who are you waiting for?
I am waiting for my friend.
What are you looking at?
I am looking at the sky.
What are you looking at?
I am looking at the sky.
Where are they going?
They are going home.
Where are they going?
They are going home.
When are we leaving?
We are leaving soon.
When are we leaving?
We are leaving soon.
Why are you late?
Because I missed the bus.
Why are you late?
Because I missed the bus.
How are things?
Things are good.
How are things?
Things are good.
Who was first?
I was first.
Who was first?
I was first.
What was missing?
The book was missing.
What was missing?
The book was missing.
Where were my shoes?
They were under the bed.
Where were my shoes?
They were under the bed.
When was he here?
He was here yesterday.
When was he here?
He was here yesterday.
Why were we wrong?
Because we misunderstood.
Why were we wrong?
Because we misunderstood.
How were the results?
They were excellent.
How were the results?
They were excellent.
Who is in charge?
He is in charge.
Who is in charge?
He is in charge.
What is wrong?
Nothing is wrong.
What is wrong?
Nothing is wrong.
Where is my phone?
It is on the table.
Where is my phone?
It is on the table.
When is the show?
It is at 8 p.m.
When is the show?
It is at 8 p.m.
Why are they excited?
Because it's holiday time.
Why are they excited?
Because it's holiday time.
How is your sister?
She is great.
How is your sister?
She is great.
Who are we meeting?
We are meeting our manager.
Who are we meeting?
We are meeting our manager.
What are they building?
They are building a house.
What are they building?
They are building a house.
Where are we going?
We are going to the beach.
Where are we going?
We are going to the beach.
When are they arriving?
They are arriving at noon.
When are they arriving?
They are arriving at noon.
Why is he sleeping?
Because he is tired.
Why is he sleeping?
Because he is tired.
How is your meal?
It is tasty.
How is your meal?
It is tasty.
Who was last?
They were last.
Who was last?
They were last.
What was the time?
It was 2 p.m.
What was the time?
It was 2 p.m.
Where was it found?
It was found in the drawer.
Where was it found?
It was found in the drawer.
When were they ready?
They were ready in the morning.
When were they ready?
They were ready in the morning.
Why was she absent?
She was sick.
Why was she absent?
She was sick.
How were the kids?
They were very active.
How were the kids?
They were very active.
Who is responsible?
He is responsible.
Who is responsible?
He is responsible.
What is the plan?
The plan is to finish early.
What is the plan?
The plan is to finish early.
Where are my friends?
They are outside.
Where are my friends?
They are outside.
When is the exam?
It is next week.
When is the exam?
It is next week.
Why is he running?
Because he is late.
Why is he running?
Because he is late.
How is your day?
It is going well.
How is your day?
It is going well.
Who was the winner?
She was the winner.
Who was the winner?
She was the winner.
What was broken?
The window was broken.
What was broken?
The window was broken.
Where were you hiding?
I was hiding behind the door.
Where were you hiding?
I was hiding behind the door.
When was she here?
She was here this morning.
When was she here?
She was here this morning.
Why were we tired?
We worked all day.
Why were we tired?
We worked all day.
How was the journey?
It was long but nice.
How was the journey?
It was long but nice.
Who is at the door?
It is the delivery man.
Who is at the door?
It is the delivery man.
What is that noise?
It is the alarm.
What is that noise?
It is the alarm.
Where is the cat?
It is under the sofa.
Where is the cat?
It is under the sofa.
When is dinner?
Dinner is at 7 p.m.
When is dinner?
Dinner is at 7 p.m.
Why are we waiting?
Because he is not here yet.
Why are we waiting?
Because he is not here yet.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling good.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling good.
Who are you?
I am your neighbor.
Who are you?
I am your neighbor.
What are we doing today?
We are going shopping.
What are we doing today?
We are going shopping.
Where are we now?
We are at the cinema.
Where are we now?
We are at the cinema.
When are we meeting?
We are meeting at 6 p.m.
When are we meeting?
We are meeting at 6 p.m.
Why is she laughing?
Because the joke is funny.
Why is she laughing?
Because the joke is funny.
How is everything?
Everything is fine.
How is everything?
Everything is fine.
Who was absent yesterday?
He was absent.
Who was absent yesterday?
He was absent.
What was in the box?
There was a gift in the box.
What was in the box?
There was a gift in the box.
Where were the books?
They were on the shelf.
Where were the books?
They were on the shelf.
When was the call?
It was this afternoon.
When was the call?
It was this afternoon.
Why were they shouting?
Because they were excited.
Why were they shouting?
Because they were excited.
How were your results?
They were good.
How were your results?
They were good.
Who is your best friend?
He is my best friend.
Who is your best friend?
He is my best friend.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza.
Where is the nearest store?
It is around the corner.
Where is the nearest store?
It is around the corner.
When is your holiday?
It is in December.
When is your holiday?
It is in December.
Why are you here?
I am here to see you.
Why are you here?
I am here to see you.
How is your health?
It is much better now.
How is your health?
It is much better now.